It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Ravens and the Cards, and it comes your way next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out. They begin with a run by Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Murray from midfield. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I bet they thought they'd pick that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, Bud, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jackson now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing is Jackson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd, here's Algier. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Fluff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Tyler Algier, 39 yards. And the Cards have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The Ravens at 6-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He finds his man complete. That's Mills. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They go play action with Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to work. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Trying the left side with Algier. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, it's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Being chased out left.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got net for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Mills. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray now to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 3rd catch in this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down. So we're at halftime here at past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's got room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, that was a masterclass in quarterback play, wasn't it? 5 touchdown passes. You talk about the rapport he had with his receivers. It was like a conductor leading the symphony.
So for the Ravens, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.